Hey guys, Flashfire Chris here. Today, continuing on with somewhat a Smash Brothers part of things. Man, I have to try and get these things out as fast as possible, but I don't even know. Knowing my upload schedule, it's how it goes. You guys already know. Anyway, so we're going to be fighting Astra, the Rosalina from last episode. A mix of Robin on Robin. Ironically, both versions, which include the male and female. But I was kind of surprised to actually see that this guy had one too. Or girl, you know. You never know genders in this thing unless you see the person. Or their actual names are true. But nah. So I was like, okay, a little bit of Robin. A lot of Robin. And like this guy baited me out. I was like, what are you doing? Nah, but he got the nice, powerful Nosferatu, so I'm kind of losing a lot by now. Because he zapped my health and all that. But it's actually a pretty good match. So this guy was really good. Like, as soon as the Rosalina was gone, I was like, oh, Robin? Robin Strong? Yes, Robin Strong. I think this is the patch where the down throw up air 11 sword combo was actually effective. At least I think it was. But, yeah, still a pretty cool combo. I'm glad that it's a really good confirm now, because Robin needs some buffs. That's like 100% true right now. Nah, but my Robin, even though one of my top characters, I surprisingly busted out in a friendly on a tournament that I went to recently, and not gonna lie, I did pretty decent. But of course, first tournament in like a long time, and it's legit people, like high caliber people who don't suck, and it's not for glory. I mean, trust me, there are some high level people for glory too, but not as much as you would find on a tournament basis. So, I was just like, oh, I did pretty good against somebody better than me, most likely. Unleash the Thorons, though. We bait those out. Nah, but for Robin, though, one of my favorite things to land is the Nosferatu, just because it's so cool, and, like, you could just watch them mash. Mash the buttons to try and escape the grab of death. Nah, but Robin, that's a really good command grab in general, but that, like, the double arc fire that Astrat just did is actually really cool, too. Like, you could do an up air out of that, but you just gotta get the spacing. It's all about spacing with Robin. Spacing with items, and, like, spacing with thunders and all that. Pivots. Pivot air dodge, which I learned thanks to Nairo doing that multiple times on streams. Which is really good. And that was really good by him, too. I thought I was out of range, but nah. 11 swords of range extends to a high level. Still a little bit sick though, and this guy's bursting out the arc fires for days. Not a bad strategy. I caught his bug, but then I dropped it, obviously. I need to work on the pivot arc thunders though, because that can actually save me a lot of trouble and help me evade attacks, such as that. You know, his Elwind, I also know it's really hard to escape his Elwind. Like for the jab infinite that the Robin has. Both Robins, obviously. Nah, but this guy's coming back. He's at 121%, but don't underestimate the power of 11 swords. And also the random book drops. I try to get a Nosferatu there. Like I said, Nosferatu is one of the best things to land ever, because it's just so cool. It's like, I will zap your health and destroy your soul. I guess he got an input error there, though, because it's like cool. Like, these matches that I'm gonna show now are actually against really good people. Which is kind of why I wanted to save that episode for the really good people like that, but we get the Elwyn Spike. I guess her 11 sword kind of hit me out of that because I was knocked into stasis for a second there. But, good battle to Astrat. Robin was pretty decent. I need to train Robin up more because I know Robin's a very viable character, but hard to use. Really hard. Regardless, though. Now we move on to a fox. Mr. Houndman. And I use my Dark Pit. Normally Pit, but you know what I do. I interchange my mains. Still though, this guy, at first I didn't think much of him because he wasn't doing much. But as you'll see later on, he kind of turns it up to the point where I'm like, hey, this guy is good. Like on a good level of greatness. Nah, but Fox, unfortunately, is one of my trouble characters. Like, honestly, everybody, it's just like the balance of Smash 4. Everybody could be your worst nightmare. It's just like, you might have trouble against them, your character. Fox is a character who has strength and speed. Unlike Falco, though, he doesn't really have much options out of grabs, except for forward airs and stuff. But that's why most people, it's recommended to shield against Fox when he's close instead of actually doing anything else, because he doesn't have any follow-ups really, unlike Falco. And also why I like to use Falco more, because grabs are kind of my thing. I like to grab. But unfortunately I was near the ledge there, so I couldn't really do much. So yeah, this guy, 109, he has the second stage of Rage, which I actually learned there's different stages. Every 50% you get a new stage of Rage. But yeah, max 150 Rage. I made a mistake there, because unfortunately, I got greedy, thinking I could beat up his up air. But that's not really that possible, because I was stupid. So he misses that, and this man knows how to tech. This man's teching all my down airs to the wall. But he can't, actually he did tech that one, by the way. He teched it on the wall, but it was way too far down and the angle was bad for him to recover. So, yeah, I managed to catch that spike. But this man knew how to tech, and I was like, bruh, I didn't think he would tech both those times, but he did. So now I'm at 122%. This man's obviously gonna want to kill me really quick because the rage is the thing. But luckily neutral airs and reading are very possible. And arrows too. Like that's what the thing goes with the pits, because like if you get they have really good air game. I don't know what I did there. Sometimes there's a lot of lag. Sometimes the lags happens, and he dropped his shield there. Example of lag. He should have just shielded that. Yeah, pretty much. Dark Pit. Nice try to this guy. He probably tried to shield it, but he dropped his shield on accident. The power of the instant, just like, drop of things. It's just like you input something, but it doesn't work. I want to show off this one, but I will not. It just involves me teching and stuff. I might do a highlight on that. I get hit by a Falcon Punch. It was not fun. Anyway. Yeah, but Fox, too tricky. Anyway, now we're fighting Anthony's Ness. Still on Dark Pit, for some reason. I don't know why, but I am. Ness, known as top 5 character, grab combos, back throw master of death. Pretty much best back throw in the game, or best kill throw in the entire game, just in general. But, yeah, okay. This is the second match that I had with this guy, because we were doing a set, so he 2-stocked me, which I wasn't very happy about. But then I'm like, oh, I messed up a ton, and this man's trying to get the stage fight. But luckily, Dark Pit has good recovery, so we can take those. So it's a pretty even game right now, 80 to 81%. I messed up there. Sometimes fast falling just doesn't want to like me anymore. It's just like you fast fall when you're supposed to, and then that's just it. How to play Ness 101. Up for red, please. Anyway, so yeah, Guardian Orbitars, sometimes they activate so quickly, and then sometimes when I need them to go instantly on some perfect shield status, they don't do it. Because I could have easily reflected the PK fire there, but it didn't catch. So obviously, he's at 129%, and I'm at back throw percent kill, easy. So he's going to go fishing for that stuff. Meanwhile, here's the thing. When you know that Ness can back throw you and kill you, try to keep your distance. Gave the damage, but if you have a character who can fight at a range, try and do that, which luckily Dark Pit can, because he's got his grabs too, and also arrows to bait in attacks and stuff. So yeah, this man is gonna want that grab. So just keep your distance, which I think I did correctly. And always just jump out of the way because of this big dome. It's a big dome for a reason. Honestly, I really wish that Lucas had that big dome, but he's got the strong dome. That's just as strong, but not as much range. Yep, electroshock arm though, coming back to the stage is one of my favorite things to do. Obvious reason, super armor, and it's just really good recovery option. Cause of said super armor, you can just power through a spike or whatever these guys have planned for you. 154, get the nice pivot grab. I'm at max rage, so he's at 87%, and I could definitely kill him with a forward smash. Speaking of which, he mistimes that, and we get those forward smash. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Tacos. Anyway, we get those forward smashes really quick. Nice forward smash. Anyway, like the Pitt's forward smashes are really strong. Like, it's very deceptive in range, but it also has really good power. Next, we will be fighting Michelle Keyman. The Key. I mean, my bad, Key. K is his name. Marth. The main bane of Lucas in Raw, because of the chain grab that he was able to do on Lucas, and since there was grab armor, since the grab release left Lucas vulnerable and super close to Marth, it pretty much was a guaranteed KO as soon as Marth grabbed him, which is highly unfortunate. The only way you would be able to get out is if he messed up on you. Kind of like Ice Climbers. But, you know how it goes. But in this game, where there's no chain grabs and no grab armor, it's a fair game for Lucas. Except for the, tippers and all that stuff. That nice and powerful good stuff. Okay, but now, this guy's K's Marth is not a bad Marth. I've seen bad Marths. He's definitely not one of them. I also like, if they don't power shield the up smash, the shield knockback is really good. Just a saying. And I'm surprised that counter didn't work. But big domes are big and dome-like. Even though Lucas is a smaller dome. So, maybe that's why. Because the dome wasn't as big, the counter wasn't effective. The advantage, counters are not effective against Lucas. Anyway. I'm really surprised that he didn't get that on me. Like, if he got the second hit, like it was tipped, Lucas would have been dead there easy. 130%, no sweat. We read rolls, though. Nah, but up air, it's a good combo tool. That's for sure. And that is the power of the Gimp. You don't have to be like Lucas. Like, the weak, soft spot hit of the back air. Yep. It's one of my favorite things. It's just like, hey, they do not know that you hit them. So then they just drop to their death. Unless they know that you hit them and then they just recover instantly. But it's a very good deception tool, if I do say so myself. Okay then. So, depending on how long this match takes, should be around the last match, I guess. But, last full match anyway. So, versus Sweet Co. He probably had a full name, but it's not really going. I like how mostly it was Lucas last episode, but now it is Dark Pit. Not even my main bro. Well, I mean, you're gonna get a highlight of Pit, I guess. But regardless of what, we got Pit versus Mario. I'm fighting Ally over here. Nah, Ally would destroy me in 2 seconds flat. Or Anti. Anti uses Mario still, right? I think so. The fact that this man, Anti, beat my boy Nairo. Like, I know it was a while ago, but still, he beat Nairo, my idol, in the terms of Pit, Zero Suit Samus, and Robin. Yeah. It's definitely a thing there. So, yeah, those guys, the pro levels are real. Speaking of pro levels, depending on when this video is going to be out a lot after the fact that it is, but Big House 5, right? What it's called? Seagull Joe, props to your Sonic, dude. That's some real good Sonic play. Just gotta say that. Anyway, okay, back to the actual match at hand. Mario. Strength against Lucas because freaking Mario. And Lucas doesn't have too many out of shield options except for his tilts. But I think it's a pretty even match between Mario and the Pits. This is like they both have really good grab game and also, what's it called? Just combo potential as is. I mean, like, you could do a lot more fancy things with Mario, but the power relies on Ducker here. This man tried to read me. I will not let you do that. I already know that everybody likes to do the pivot up smashes. I mean, my favorite person to do pivot up smashes with is definitely Palutena, because hers only hits like one way, and you have to be really close to her for the second hit to work. But regardless of what, I really wish this man killed himself. And I really wish that worked, but he didn't have enough damage for that to actually stage spike him far enough. Well, more like stage push him. The arms are also really good spot dodge tools. It's just like, if they spot dodge, I do not know how that didn't hit me, but it didn't hit me, so yay, we live a little bit longer. Yeah, like, it's just like the second that they spot dodge, your upper dash arm stops its pause and then you're good. That was a really good thing. Jab, jab, and up smash. Like, jab, jab is a really good combo as is for most characters. This is like, the second that you finish the jab, if you don't do a whole trick, then they either attack or air dodge, and then you could just do whatever you want with that. But regardless of what, I tried to get a JV here because I was like, nah. But then I didn't do it. So this man, he almost get me there. I was terrified as soon as I saw that. I was like, he could have caped me, I would have went the opposite direction, and I would have died. But luckily he didn't. That was too scary though. And an unfortunate SD to end the match too. But this guy's Mario though. Impressive to say the least. How much time is running on this? You know what? Doing this. We're doing this. We're doing this match. We're doing Fetty. Fetty. Yeah. Ferdy? Something like that. We're ending on a Rosalina again. But this guy is better than that other Rosalina. Because of the fact that this man... Unfortunately, I had to go before I finished the set. This was the first match that I had with him. Yeah, I had a second match with him. And that wasn't fun. It was not fun. Because what I do to him in this match, he does to me in the next match. I'll explain later. But, okay. Matchup, Rosalina versus Lucas. A very, very bad matchup for both Earthbound kids, actually, because Ness and Lucas have a struggle against them, against her, because of her absorption. But, because if you're off stage and she makes you use your recovery of PK Thunder, she can absorb that, and you just die. There's literally nothing else you can do. But the advantage that Lucas has against her is the fact that he has stronger attacks. So like his down smash, up smash. The only thing that I think Ness beats him in terms of smash strength is his forward smash, because Ness got the berry bonds, but like Lucas has the... Okay, see, like right there, I mean he tried it before, but this time he actually got close. So you have to be careful with that stuff. And here we get the PK Freeze and the PK Thunder combo. Like the camera couldn't even keep up with my motion, that's why I was frozen framed right there. But the fact that, okay, fully charged PK Freeze can do 22%, which is actually impressive. Obviously not good enough compared to Flash, because Flash does 39% and can kill you at 60. But you know, like almost anybody at 60 really. Which is insane. Like I think that's the most powerful special move in the game. But you know how it goes. Like everybody has the most powerful something. Like Lucas has the most powerful up smash. Ness has the most powerful, in my personal opinion, special move, special B, and back throw. You know how it goes. But regardless of what, it's just like Rosalina, gotta be really careful with her. But luckily, she tried to go for the spike, but I get the spike in return. So I managed to 2-stock her. But unfortunately, the next match, she actually two-stocked me. It wasn't a fun time. Anyway, but unfortunately I had to leave the match before we had a complete set. So, that will be the end of the full matches, and I will now go to highlights, and we will have one more part, if not, I really hope just one more part. Anyway guys, back in a second. We tech, we spike, get out of my freaking face, and no, I'm not showing me getting Falcon punched. JK. Clip him! Clip him with the explosion! So many Nesses do that. Ironically, this guy's name is Ness. Classy. No PK Thunder this time. We'll just hit it with spikes. I think that's a good substitute though. Okay guys, I'm player 4, this Shulk. College again, so yeah. Here we go, free for all, we jump! That was so good. This is why footstools are so hard to do, because they know that if you get them, it's all over. It's not even funny. Anyway, that was just a nice little assisted footstool kill on Pac-Man there. Anyway, that'll be the end of this episode, guys, of Smash, and I will see you all in the next one. Hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, that's about it. Anyway, see y'all. Pieces.